Hey, what's up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Daria Jackson Legagneur here, one half of Wil.Daria Legagneur. How are you guys? Happy Transformational Thursday. I'm so glad it's Thursday. One more day, it's Friday, and then the weekend comes and I really get to do what I love and be able to impact my family. You know, I really enjoy doing this kind of work. But right now, my full-time job does pay the bills, and it is what it is. I am working towards retirement in 3 years, so this is going to be my ticket out. So if you're jumping on, let me know where you're from. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me as I am making my way to work, and you probably haven't gotten there yet, but you figured you'd take a pause for the cause, jump on Facebook, see what's going on, and that's pretty much it. So I just say thank you in advance. So I have a question for you. Have you noticed that your prospects aren't buying from you the first time you expose your opportunity or your product for them? Yeah, you know, I've experienced that, and there's a reason for that. As a matter of fact, today I'm going to share 5 reasons why. So let me grab my notes because I don't want to forget anything. Well, one of the biggest reasons why prospects don't buy from you on the first exposure is because they don't know you, you know? And, you know, we all have issues with trust when it comes to strangers, because when we grew up, we were taught not to talk to strangers. So we have this high level of skepticism, right? So once you break that down, then it's easy to have someone exchange money or extend money to you for something that you have, right? So you must give time for people to get to know you so that they can trust you. Eric Worre says in his book, and I don't know if you read his book, Go Pro, he says that it may take anywhere from 1 to 6 exposures before your prospect buys from you. And the reason that is that they may need more information, simply put. So they may need to see you more. So the more you post, the more you engage, the more you connect and you relate to them, then the trust factor will begin to build. So I hope that made sense. So that's the number one reason people don't know you and they don't trust you. All right. Number 2, they don't understand or believe that your product or your method is going to work for them. You know, is it right for them? You know, if I do this, you know, is it gonna work? You know, all of that is going through their mind. So it really doesn't have a lot to do with you. It has everything to do with them. So when you're communicating with your audience, you have to keep that in mind. That there's a period, there's like almost like a honeymoon period. You know, you meet someone, you're like, you know, they seem cool, but, you know, I don't know. You know, and then you got to realize where people have come from, they've been burned, they've been scammed. So they're very, very, very cautious. And, you know, they could be very curious, you know, as to what it is that you have. But in their mind, they're like, I don't know. You know, I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. Right? You know, so they want to make sure that their product works for them. You know, your product works for them. All right. And they just want to make sure that it's right. You know, not that they don't mind buying, because people love to buy, but they want to buy something that they know they can use and that is going to work. You know, and then you have some people, number 3, that they just don't take action right away. You know, they just don't. You know, so again, you know, it's more exposure. They need to see you. They need to know where you're coming from. They need to know that you're coming from a good place. And also, they just need to see that you're a real person, you know, because you get a lot of emails, a lot of scammers, a lot of hackers, and it's not real. You know, it's just a lot of fake stuff on the internet. I mean, on Facebook, there's a lot of fake accounts. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. A lot of accounts that are being duplicated that are fake. Have you noticed that there are people that are asking for your friend requests and you're already friends with them? So when you see, you're like, wait a minute, hold up. I thought that I was their friend already. You know, so stuff like that. You know, so they have to sift through the garbage so that they can at least know that you're real. You know, and that takes time. You know, it takes several exposures, like I said, Eric Worre says. So, you know, don't fret if you have a status update, an ad, or you're emailing your list and no one is opening, or they're opening it but they're not clicking. Just keep going. You know, just keep going, keep learning, keep getting better, be transparent, be vulnerable, and just let them know that you're a real person and that you totally can relate to them. So you want to get into the mind of your prospects when you are marketing, in your videos, in your status updates, in your tweets, in everything that you put out. You want to think about, what is it that my prospect may be thinking. So before you can even do that, you have to be clear on who your prospect is. Who is your audience, right? Okay. All right. Number 5, they could be just plain old busy, distracted. There's a lot of things to distract you in this world today. I mean, wow. Everything is a distraction. The kids, the husband, the school, the job, social media. If you're involved in organizations, church organizations, I mean, it's just a bunch. And, you know, it happens. So again, that's why consistency and having them see you more often is, one day they're gonna click, like, you know what, I've been seeing, you know, Daria and Willie pop up in my email feed for the longest. Let me just click on it and see what they talking about. You know, that's what busy people do. All right, and then all it takes is for them to get one taste of your greatness and they're hooked. Right? So that's why you got to be real, you got to be authentic, you got to be vulnerable, and all that. Relational, you know, speaking a conversation like term where they feel like you're talking to them specifically, you know, because you are, you know. So you want to communicate like that. All right, and then the last thing is, you know, there's objections. You know, there's the money objection. They don't have the money, and a lot of times it isn't real. A lot of times it's just a cop out for you to go, oh, okay, you know, which I have done in the past. You know, I'm sure we all have at one point. You know, so they're gonna throw at you, you know, I don't have the money, I don't have the time. You know, it's their own thing to get you off their back, because they feel like you're pressuring them, or, you know, they don't want to make a decision right now, you know, whatever the case may be. So that's where the questioning comes in at. You know, you ask them some questions, you know, and see where they at. You know, ask the, you know, if you had the money, would you do this? You know, a simple question like that. All right. And then a lot of times they're just plain old afraid of being scammed. You know, like I pretty much said before. So, you know, with all that in your prospect's mind, you have to find a way to weave through that and get to the core. So you need to understand your prospect, find out the needs of your prospects, even if you have to go and ask other people in your niche, you know, what are some of the challenges they have, what are they looking for, so that you can put that stuff in your emails and in your videos and inside your status updates, etc. You know, when you're out there, you know, promoting your product and promoting you, branding you, actually. You know, it's about you, branding you. So you want your prospects to open up and come inside the door into your world. You know, you want them to come into your world, and that's basically it. So that is why they don't buy from you on the first exposure. So I hope you got value from this this video. Comment below, like it, give me a thumbs up, share it with your team, share it with anyone that you know that can help from this, benefit from this information. So if you are looking for a way to build your business online, things are just not working out, you need someone to hold your hand, to guide you every step of the way, PM me or leave a comment below, and I'm going to show you 7 successes that the top income earners are having, and they're not really showing you. I'll send you the video, but you have to let me know below this video in the form of a comment, and I'll send you the link. So this is Daria Jackson Legagneur signing off. I will see you in the next video. Have a transformational Thursday.